Hi, I'm Michael E. Gerber, and you're watching Braveheart Women TV.
I'm Ellie Drake, and you're watching Braveheart Women TV. Hello and welcome. You're watching Braveheart Women TV. I'm Ellie Drake, and this is your professional success show. Did you know there are 29.6 million local small businesses in the U.S. alone? And each of these businesses have areas of weakness that are keeping them from meeting their goals and growing to their full potential. My guest today is Michael Gerber, who for the past 40 years has served as a leading voice for entrepreneurship and small business development worldwide. Inc. magazine calls him the world's #1 small business guru. Today, Michael and I will be discussing the most successful small business in the world, which is paramount in today's struggling economy. Welcome, Michael. Great to have you here.
A delight.
You have written so many books. How many?
13.
Wow. Done so many seminars, have led so many basically paradigm-shifting lectures, and all of it is about one thing, and that one thing is?
Entrepreneurship.
Entrepreneurship.
The new entrepreneur, in what I call the new age of the entrepreneur, which is where we find ourselves.
So what is the new age of the entrepreneur?
Well, it's that people who have gone into business, people who you would think of as entrepreneurs, really aren't entrepreneurs at all. They're what I've come to call technicians suffering from an entrepreneurial seizure. So they create a job for themselves.
Oh, because they're working, as you say, in their
business
instead of
not
on
their business.
What is the difference between in and on when it comes to business?
The difference is strategic and tactical.
Okay.
Strategic and tactical. When you're working on your business, you see your business as a part from you, as opposed to a part of you.
Yes.
So when you're working on your business, you're not your business. Your business is an organism all of its own. It's a life all of its own. And entrepreneurs have the ability to distinguish between a business that has a life all of its own and one that consumes your life.
And if you're beginning as a budding entrepreneur, isn't it normal to have your business consume your life for at least a few years?
Well, more than a few years.
Yeah.
But you understand, I distinguish between being consumed by your business and being obsessed about your business. There's a huge distinction.
Okay.
So understand, this is a labor of love.
Yes.
And this love, in order for it to be fully realized, has to be actualized by understanding the form a company takes when an entrepreneur truly begins to create it, design it, to populate it with the systems that are essential for it to grow.
And you say every entrepreneur, every person deciding to be an entrepreneur can be successful regardless of their past experience.
Absolutely.
So what you're sharing with me, the strategy and the mindset, though, how are we supposed to have that if we're so new in business?
If we're born to create, we then already possess what's essential to truly begin this extraordinary art form. And that art form is a natural thing as you begin with a blank piece of paper and beginner's mind.
So we're all natural entrepreneurs.
Every single one of us.
Every single one of us.
Well, you were a child.
Yeah, I know, I am.
I was a child.
Yeah.
We are children, and children create constantly. That's what we do.
But when it comes to creating in today's economy, you know, the children inside of us, the child inside of me who wants to tap into that artistic, creative part, that's not enough, though, because today I have to delegate and have employees, and of course in this economy things are a bit slower, are they?
Of course, but that's all the work of it.
Okay.
So let's go back to the beginning again.
Yeah.
You understand, we're in the dreaming room.
Okay.
That's what we call it. At Origination, our company. In the dreaming room, something distinctly different happens. That's what happens before you write a business plan. That's what happens when the entrepreneur truly begins to awaken. The problem with most people who are technicians suffering from an entrepreneurial seizure, they become completely engrossed in doing it, busy, without truly stopping to see more clearly what it is they're there to do.
So what I'm hearing you say is that the reason most of us as entrepreneurs are struggling, it's not because of external circumstances such as the economy. it does have some effect, but it's because you really have not yet awakened that visceral, potent, entrepreneurial energy inside of you. You're mechanically going forward, but you're not viscerally connected.
Yes, absolutely. Couldn't have put it better myself. Absolutely beautifully said.
I have to say, this is surprising to me, because I was thinking that you, having been in business for such a long time, so successful, you've taught so many people to be so successful, that you were going to say, okay, let's talk about technical stuff, strategy, mental stuff, and you're saying the entrepreneur within, the connection to that.
Yeah.
So that's surprising.
Yeah, well, the beauty of it is,
Yes.
it's surprising to most people. If you read the E-Myth,
Yes.
the original book, and look at the quotes at the beginning of each chapter, you will see quotes about Zen Buddhism. You'll see quotes, all of which speak to the higher self, not the lower self, not the doing it. Because if we become consumed by reactivity, doing it for fear that we're not going to have enough, we're not going to get enough, we're not going to know how, we're not going to do how, and all that, we lose it. We completely lose the true joy of entrepreneurship. And your company is a creation. It's a new life.
Yeah.
It takes time, but most important, it takes engaging with that part of yourself who is there to create it.
So it takes time. So can you just tell us, all of us watching, on some level we're like, how much longer is it going to take? So what is a healthy time period for an entrepreneur?
There is no healthy time period.
There is no healthy.
There's no healthy time
Because?
period. Just scratch it. Just scratch it. There is no time. There is no space.
Okay.
There's just I am. And if one were to truly, simply allow that to come in, understand, I'm not a spiritual guru.
Yeah.
You understand, I'm not a psychological guru.
Yeah.
I am an entrepreneurial guru.
You embody a spiritual
But
guru.
it includes all of that.
Yes.
And our problem being in business, we're taught that we have to sort of let go of all that stuff that doesn't have anything to do with the practical that we have to do. And I'm saying, don't listen to that guy. Do not listen to that guy. Don't become absorbed in all the practical matters until you become absorbed in the truly spiritual matter.
Got it.
I am. There is nothing other than that.
And is there a difference between the way men and women create in business?
Absolutely. But this is very important to understand. Fewer than 2% of women-founded companies grow beyond $1 million.
Really?
Fewer than 2%.
As opposed to
men,
much bigger numbers.
Much bigger numbers.
Really?
Yes, think about that.
Why is
And that's not my statistics, but think about that.
Yeah.
And there's something compelling women to stay small. There's something compelling women to stay small.
This is good stuff. Keep going.
Yeah. There's something that compels women to believe that that's what men do. And the reality is, it's not what men do, it's what human beings do.
So something compelling women to stay small in business.
Yes.
So when it comes to that I am part, is it I am not worth it? I am not deserving?
Yes, I am, and draw your conclusions. I am
all
not,
of those.
I am this, I am that.
Has society trained us to be small in business as women?
But our parents have, and our parents were, and their parents were, and their parents and their parents and their parents were. And this is a guy and this is a girl, and this is a guy and this is a girl. This is Mars and this is Venus. Nonsense.
Yeah.
It's all bullshit.
Human beings.
Yes.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yes.
Right. We're two human beings here
right.
that are really one human being.
Yes.
And the minute you get that, the minute you feel that, something startling happens.
If women watching right now say, and for our last point, if they say, well, in this economy, am I supposed to start a business?
Forget
you
it.
say?
Forget it. Forget about this economy. There is no this economy. Despite the impact that we're experiencing, no credit, I can't get this, I can't do that, it's all illusion. It's all the personal.
Yeah.
And I'm saying, if we approach this impersonally, if we truly approach this in a spiritually driven way, something extraordinary reveals itself.
Beautiful. So I would say, as an entrepreneur, as a woman entrepreneur, what would you say? I am what? And how do you feel when you say I am? Michael will also be joining us on our next episode as we both mentor a budding entrepreneur Actually, I'll be listening. He'll be mentoring. On her way to bigger professional success. And remember, we enjoy hearing from you, so don't forget to share your questions and comments in the Braveheart Women TV discussion boards. In the meantime, be sure to go to braveheartwomencore.com and find out what the Core Inner Circle is all about. You can also access Michael's exclusive video, Awakening the Entrepreneur Within. I want to watch that in your Core member section. On behalf of Michael and myself, Ellie, thank you for watching Braveheart Women TV. And remember, be inspiration in action. Wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you.